Hey folks, in this video we're gonna go through all types of bash parameter substitution syntax. But before we begin, let me just give you extra info. First of all, this gives number of parameters passed, and this one gives all the parameters that are passed. Like for example, if you do main sh a b c, then this will be a, b and c, and this one just returns the it gives the return value of the last command. Alright, from memory I think let me just see. Yeah, I think 0 means it's success, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, it just gives the return value of the last command. Okay, let's just give example of each. Okay, so okay, so this just echoes the number of parameters passed. So let's just do the same thing here. What do you expect the output will be? It will be 3, right? A, B and C. 3. That's alright. Now if you do that, it will give you A, B and C, right? Okay, that's what it is. And if you do that, just gives you 0, which means success. From memory I think that's what it is, but I think like greater than 0, like 1 means failure. Okay, alright. Okay, so setting up default shell variable value. I'll just explain it. Okay, alright. This means if first parameter value is on set, then set user to be Billy. So Billy is the default value of user. Okay, and this one over here is same as this, which is first parameter. Like in this case, this will be A, which is the first parameter. Okay, well, let's try that. Alright, so if I don't give any parameters, then it will default to Billy. Okay, but if you do, then it will just give you the first parameter back. Okay. The difference between this syntax and this one, the only difference is here it's minus over here, and here it's plus. Only difference is the first one just outputs whatever value it's supposed to output. The second one does the same, but it also assigns a value to user. Okay, so okay, so like if I do like this, full will be by default value more if user is undefined. Okay, but because I used equal sign over here, it does an extra thing. It also stores more into user. Okay, so if you echo user over here, it will be more. Okay, so just run. oops, I didn't. Okay. What's not? Oh, oops, I didn't. Okay. Yep. Now what it does is not only does it set value to full, alright, it also set user's value to be more if user is undefined. Okay, says more. Okay, but what if I have a user defined over here? Maybe I'd say nostalgia. Okay, well, make it a string. Then what do you expect will happen? Because user is already defined, full will be equal to nostalgia, right? Okay, so let's echo full. Okay, nostalgia, because user has been defined. Okay, if I put minus sign instead of the equal sign over here, it will break. You know why? Because user is still undefined. It's not defined anywhere, and line 16 will not assign a value to user. Okay, so if you run it, it's nothing. User is nothing. Okay, that's the difference between this first syntax and this one. Alright, only difference is both of them will output a value, but the second one would actually assign a value to user, and this one will just output the value. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, say setting default values. Difference here is that we are talking about variable value, not parameter. Well, that's not really useful, so I'll just get rid of that. Only difference here is in the last example we used the parameter value, but in here we are passing in a variable. Okay, but they all work the same. Okay, so let's have a look at this example. Password has been set to PWD has been set to 123, and the password will be assigned value by default XYZ if PWD is unset. Okay, says changes to PWD is not reflected in password. Okay, because line 25 unsets PWD, so it no longer exists. So if it carries over correctly, you would expect echoing the password will give you XYZ because PWD is unset, but that's not the case. Okay, it still gives you 1 to 3. All right, because it's a copying operation. Okay, when line 24 is set, the value of PWD is fixed as 1 to 3, so unsetting it will have no effect. Okay, but the following works. Okay, if you write the whole thing again, and line 25 you unset PWD, so it will return XYZ, right? XYZ. Okay, so that works. Let me just, yeah, nothing. Okay, Well, this is the one we covered earlier. Only difference is minus here and plus here. It's just well, you can ignore that. Okay. Says display an error message if the variable is not passed. If the variable is not defined or not passed, you can stop executing the script with the following syntax. Okay. So we start with marking the start position, and it says it will die if the first parameter is not passed. Okay, the first parameter is here, one over here, and the syntax over here. This is the error message that will be outputted if first parameter is not set. Okay, so because first parameter is not set, if that's the case, then line 41 will not execute. So continue will not be echoed. It will stop at line 40. Okay, so let's run. Yeah, so it has start, and then it gives you an error message, no parameter passed, but it doesn't go to line 41. Okay, but what if I do this? If I have a parameter passed, then it says start and then continue. Okay, so you can use this syntax to interrupt a process and then echo out an error message all in one. Okay, so that's good. 2.1, display an error message and run command. Okay, this is an additional feature to the previous one. Let's say we have a message string, no parameter passed, so run file. Okay, the file command gives you this. If you do file and main sh, this gives you what type of file it is. Okay, we're gonna display the message and also run file on it if first parameter is on set. Okay, so if you look closely, that's same as the previous one, but there's an extra parameter over here that points to which command you're gonna execute along with the error message. Alright, so let's try. It says sorry, yeah. Okay, so watch out. Line 40. Oh, okay, it's dying over here. Alright, cool. Let's try it again. Yeah, it says the error message is MSG, right? It's a no parameter passed, a run file. It says no parameter passed, a run file, and it gives you the output of the file command over here, right? So this all-in-one package, not only does it display the error message, but also runs a command when there's no first parameter set. Okay, in this example. Okay, so that's cool. Okay. 3. Find variable length. Okay, so we got a string over here called Clippy. If you want to echo its length, you just do like this. Okay, attach this to the variable name. Okay, we expect to get 6, right? That's what we get. Alright, so that's cool. 4. Remove pattern front of variable. This is very useful one. So we got a long file name, we got a protocol path to file and the file name with the extension targz. Okay, we want just this bit. How do we do it? We use this. So long file name is the variable, and this one means the longest match. What do we match? This globe over here. So it's everything up to slash. Okay, because we got this double over here, it will match the longest substring. Okay, so the result is this bit will be deleted from the string. Okay, what if I do just a single one, right? Then it will stop at here. Okay, right? So that's a distinction. Okay, so that's good. 4.1. This time we remove the pattern from the end. Okay, in here we removed it from the beginning. Okay, but here we remove it from the end. Okay, so in this line 66, first we do the same thing as line 60. So we end up with file with the extension targz, and in line 67 we do an additional operation where from this string and from the end of this string we remove tar.z. Can you guess what we gonna be left with? We'll be left with just a file, right? Okay, so this one we remove the pattern from the beginning, alright, and this one we remove it from the end. Alright, just run it. Cool. 5. Find and replace. Okay, this is very useful as well. Let's say we got a file name called site.exe. We're gonna change the extension from exe to dmg. Okay, we just use a simple syntax. File name is the variable. We change exe to dmg. So what we're gonna get? We're gonna get site.dmg. That's what we get. Okay. Right. 6. Substring. Okay. Let's say we got some kind of Easter egg called www.starcraft.com. and we want to extract just the substring starcraft. How will we do it? As before, we define a variable, and the first one is where we start the substring operation. Okay, from the index equaling 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's the letter S. Okay, and the second one tells you how many characters to slice out. So 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we get StarCraft. Okay, that's cool. Right. 7 says this is a really awesome command. How the hell are you gonna get a globe matching none other than the variable name itself, not the content of the variable but the variable names? That is crazy. So we got differing patterns of the variable names defined here, Okay, what if we want to get all variable names starting with A? Do this. So this means start, and that's the glob. Okay. Well, let me just try. It gives you all variable names starting with capital A, right? Let me just try. I haven't tried this, but what if we want to, let's make another one over here like this. Okay, so what if we want to get one that ends with R? Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe it won't work, but nope, that doesn't work. Well, that's alright. Okay, this not sure why it only works with the variable name starting with a letter. Maybe I can elaborate on that. Like, what if I want to get one that, well, this is easy. Like, that will give you the last one, DDD. How do I get one that ends with the letter? I'll look at that later. Okay, 8. Convert upper to lowercase or vice versa. Alright, so I'll just enable every test because it's very informative and it's not hard at all. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so this one, the VVAC contains VVAC in all lowercase, so that's what you get over here. This one with single character over here at the end, it capitalizes the first letter. Okay, if you double it, it capitalizes every letters. Okay, now we start with the uppercase, all uppercase letters. That's what we get here. If you just get single character like this, only the first character will be capitalized. Sorry, only the first letter will be converted to lowercase, like here. If you do it twice, all of it will be lowercase. Okay, so very interesting, and if you learn it, it will be very handy someday. I've got all the information from this document over here. I will be linking it into the description. Here's a summary. So this one, you know what it is. If the parameter is on set, then get the default value. Okay, this is the only difference is the equal sign over here. When this is processed and the default value will be outputted, it also sets the default values into the parameter, so the parameter value becomes the default value. Okay, and this one, if the parameter is on set, then die with this error message, right? Dying means other codes after this one will not get run. Okay, it will be dead. This one finds the length of the string in the variable value. This one removes the pattern from the end of the value of var. This one means remove the longest pattern that matches. Okay, well, this one is just a substring where num1 is the index in which you start slicing, and num2 is how many letters, okay, to take out as the new string. This one is similar to this one, but it removes the pattern from the beginning of the string. If you double it, you will match the one that's the longest. Alright. This one just changes, it searches for string pattern and it find and replace it with the string. Okay. If you double the slash, you will find and replace all matches, not just one. Okay. This one is a very peculiar one. I said it's pretty awesome because you're actually globbing the variable name itself, not the value. So this just means get all the variable names that start with prefix. Okay, like if you do a and the a and this one, it means all the variable names that start with a. Yeah, like this one is just converting into lowercase or uppercase, right? If you have single one over here, just converts first character lowercase. If you double it, convert all characters to lowercase. If you just put one here, okay, I'm not sure about the pattern, it didn't mention it in this document. Anyway, if you just do just one, it will convert the first character to uppercase. If you double it, it will convert all character to uppercase. So I'm pretty sure we covered everything for now. So thank you very much and see you next time.